The 2025 Singapore Grand Prix delivered a night of surprises, tension, and championship-shifting moments under the Marina Bay lights. George Russell stunned the field to take pole and convert it into a dominant win. McLaren sealed their second straight Constructors Championship, but the drama didn't stop there. Let's break it all down. George Russell delivered one of his best Formula One drives to date. After taking pole with a sensational 1 minute and 29.158 seconds, he stayed calm under the night lights, managing tires, traffic, and pressure to perfection. While chaos unfolded behind, Russell never put a foot wrong, proving once again that when Mercedes gets everything right, they're still a force to be reckoned with. He crossed the line over 5 seconds clear of Verstappen, marking his second win of the season, and Mercedes' first victory in Singapore since 2018. Behind Russell, Max Verstappen kept the pressure on throughout, but Red Bull simply didn't have the edge to match Mercedes' pace on the twisty, demanding streets. The bigger story, however, was at McLaren. At lights out, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri went wheel-to-wheel into turn 1, and made contact. Sparks flew, literally and figuratively. Norris clipped Piastri's rear wheel, forcing him slightly wide and setting the tone for another tense chapter in McLaren's growing internal rivalry. Both drivers recovered, with Norris finishing third and Piastri fourth, but the atmosphere on the pit wall told the full story: relief for the constructors' title, but concern over team harmony. Still, McLaren's points haul was enough to seal back-to-back Constructors' Championships, a historic moment that cements their resurgence at the top of Formula One. Further back, the midfield fight was fierce. Mercedes rookie Kimi Antonelli impressed yet again, finishing P5 and earning praise from team principal Toto Wolff for his composure in one of F1's toughest races. Ferrari's Charles Leclerc struggled all weekend with brake issues but salvaged P6, while teammate Lewis Hamilton dropped from P7 to P8 after a late penalty for track limits. Fernando Alonso, Oliver Bearman, and Carlos Sainz rounded out the top 10, solid drives from veterans and newcomers alike in a race that punished even minor mistakes. For Ferrari, it was another frustrating outing, flashes of potential, but no real breakthrough. Their 2025 campaign continues to swing between brilliance and struggle. This year's Singapore Grand Prix wasn't just about speed, it was about endurance. For the first time ever, the FIA officially declared the event a heat hazard race due to extreme cockpit temperatures surpassing 60 degrees Celsius. Drivers battled dehydration and exhaustion, some even reporting dizziness over team radio. Several teams introduced modified cooling vests and extra hydration systems just to make it through the 62 laps. Under those brutal conditions, every lap was a test of physical and mental toughness, making Russell's flawless drive and McLaren's double top 4 finish even more impressive. The Singapore results have shifted the balance in the Drivers' Championship. Oscar Piastri's once comfortable lead continues to shrink. After finishing fourth here, he now faces rising pressure from both Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, who refuse to give up on their title hopes. McLaren, though champions on paper, face a different kind of challenge, managing two alpha drivers with a title still very much alive. Meanwhile, Russell's win propels him into dark horse territory. With his current form, he might just influence how this title fight plays out, even if he's not in it directly. As the calendar moves into the final stretch, consistency will matter more than raw speed. Every point, every pit stop, every decision. Singapore reminded everyone why it's one of the toughest races on the calendar, a place where focus, fitness, and fortune intertwine. Russell's redemption, McLaren's mixed emotions, and Ferrari's fading form all paint a vivid picture of a season that's far from settled. The Constructors is decided, but the Drivers' Championship? That's just heating up. The 2025 Singapore Grand Prix will go down as a race of extremes, heat, pressure, and heart. McLaren leave as double champions, but tension brews within, and rivals sense opportunity. Next up, the United States Grand Prix, fast corners, wide straights, and a Texas showdown that could make or break this championship. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on Instagram for more deep dive race breakdowns, analysis, and behind the scenes stories. Drop your thoughts below. Did Russell surprise you? Has McLaren lost control of its own success story? And who do you think will strike back in Austin? See you in the US, under the Lone Star lights. Cheers.